So, Strixhaven is the setting, it's the world. However, here at Roll for Roll, we've decided to do a mini-series to get a little taste test on what it's like to do a compacted story. If we've got the guts to actually do it, and I think it's a nice jumping off point because we want to bring in more people who've experienced Dungeons & Dragons or had very little experience of Dungeons & Dragons and focus on telling a story and a narrative and for this project alone, in a small time period to do so. I think that the current players that we have here for the mini-series can definitely connect with the material due to the fact that it is a university, but it's also fantasy in the fact that they get to play a character that they get to design and that they get to explore, and I think that's really it's a nice mix between the two worlds of something so relatable, yet there's magic and lore and exams.
From a storytelling perspective, the thing about doing a shorter mini-series is that you are confined to that limitation. You have to tell a story in a shorter time frame. So creativity is spurred through limitation. So by doing a mini-series, it almost has a chance to open up more creative possibilities. I play Leoba Shadeflower. They are a human wizard, and at an early age they discovered a fascination with nature and just the patterns and possibilities of magic.
We've done a few playtests with the main cast, and I reckon we all gel really well together. Some of us are a bit on the shy side, some of us are very academic, whereas more of us are playing sort of, I guess, passionate people.
So in the playtest, it was really exciting to see that everyone could gel so quickly due to the fact that they all had a common goal, which is to graduate. And I think that really helps with the story overall, but also the dynamic that it does. It reminds me of the time where you sit down for your first class ever, and the people who are next to you are most likely the people who you're spending your time with at university. And I think that really goes to show that all walks of life, that's it, you're gonna graduate together, good luck. And I just think that it really brings out really meaningful relationships and dynamics.
So my character is called Clawmont. That is a mixture of claw, because I'm playing an Owlin, and the name Clement. So Clawmont. Because I'm playing an Owlin, I guess I'm representing the sort of Owlin side of the Strixhaven campaign. My character is a ranger. I'm also a very particular subclass from the recent Fizzban's Treasury of Dragons book, so look forward to that. I guess you could say I'm bringing the dragons into the Dungeons & Dragons side of the game.
It's quite funny that Garrett, he's quite a impulsive, non-academic person. He's very much like a jock, bender type of character, and everyone else is very much an academic type of character. So having that sort of relationship of like everyone else is big-brained, and then him just going, go! Has been a really fun dynamic to play with. Hi, I'm Chris. I'm an actor, I'm a playwright, and overall creative person. I will be playing Garrett Stryker. He is a half-elf sorcerer of the draconic bloodline. So he's a half-elf, half-man, half-dragon.
Hi, I'm Jules, and I am an actor and writer. Sometimes of some plays, sometimes of some fan fiction, and I am also a new person to Dungeons & Dragons. I knew Dungeons & Dragons sort of from like pop culture type things, like from TV shows and comic books, and it was something that I really wanted to get into but just never found an avenue or the right time or anything like that. I was particularly familiar with Dungeons and Dragons from comic book creators who, like, one team had created a book about it and created a whole new game, and they even came up with their whole little guide thing by themselves and that they played with their friends. But yeah, I've been looking for an excuse to get into it. My character's name is Laia. She's a halfling and a rogue and has a bit of a soldiery, violency kind of past because of some dead family and village business back in the day. So, you know, they're a bit edgy for a halfling.
Hi, my name is Taylor. I am an actress. My character, his name is Darwin. He's a half-orc, very big, kind of big and strong. He's also a barbarian, which is also very fitting. His personality is a bit different though. He's kind of on the, like, soft and sweet side, kind of a mama's boy. I think he would kind of be the support of the group. I think they might see a lot of fun and adventure from him because he's got a little adventurous side to him. Might explore a few otherworldly places.
I think my favorite thing is the idea of going to one central sort of campus. I mean, it's a magic school, and then every single person that goes to this magic school then breaks off into their own sort of specialty. Like, we've got the 5 different colleges, and I'm really excited to explore that.
What intrigues me the most is probably the familiarity. For one thing, it takes place within this one pseudo-familiar space, but it has this fantastical flavor to it that opens up so more interesting possibilities for common stories and tropes you'd expect to see here.
I think the NPCs have a really strong potential to be some fun to play around with and to mess around with, and to, you know, prank. I think there's a lot of opportunity for mischief, especially for Garrett.
Definitely looking forward to, like, actually playing the game. I am quite new to Dungeons and Dragons myself, especially this particular campaign. I didn't even know university was a thing in Dungeons and Dragons. It'll be fun to, just explore everything with everybody. I think that'll be, a lot of fun.
I got one last thing to say. It's this. The characters are gonna die, and that's it, that's my goal. Nah, I'm just kidding. They're gonna fail on all their exams. That's the real killer. Yeah. You can find me on Roll for Roll. You can also find me at my Twitter handle, which is Taine07. Anywhere else? I don't know, just Google me. Maybe I'll appear, and if I don't, make it happen. Make it happen!